this game that was just held this past weekend was one that a lot of fans were anticipating. For those who were keeping score, it appears that the black team edged out the gold team 7-6. This was the first spring football game for Grambling State University. It's called a spring game, but from what I hear Coach saying, it's more like a practice. There were a lot of things that they had to process and understand. We see some clips of the G-men there and the band and the crowd, and it's just an amazing turnout for this spring game. A lot of tailgating, a lot of happiness, and a lot of G-man football that we had going on there. Looks like we were taking a view of a breakaway play right there as well. So for the most part, what I'm hearing about that game is that the defense kind of had the upper hand for the most part. We did have senior quarterback Elijah Walker out there opening for the G-men. Also had sophomore Noah Bowden as a series quarterback right there as well. So it looks like it's looking up for the G-men. Prez, what's your thoughts about the game and how everything was going?
Oh yeah. Well, look. First of all, I mean, just the fact that we had tailgating and just all of the fans who wanted to be a part of the spring game on Saturday. I'm told there's never been a crowd like that for a spring game, which it for all practical purposes it's a scrimmage. I mean, it's us against us. I was having to explain that to my sons. They said, "Well, Dad, who are we playing today?" I said, "Well, we're playing ourselves." Well, how do we win? So it's really more of a practice, a scrimmage. So I mean, just all of the people that were there, it was just it was an amazing sight, and again, just all of the energy surrounding Eddie Robinson Stadium on Saturday was just phenomenal. And again, we had a softball game going on. We had admissions and recruitment. They were out in full effect, and it was really a great day. And then, God, talk about the band. Dr. Roebuck and the world fame brought in high school students who were able to audition for the world fame. They also marched in with the band and performed with them during the game from the stands. So it really gave an opportunity for high school students to really get a feel for the game day experience. And look, I can't imagine that any of the high school band members who were a part of that would consider going anywhere but Grambling, because it was electric. It really was. And the crowd was, I mean, again, for a spring game, it was just that, it's always interesting when you look at some of and I'm very measured in all of the social media that I actually follow. But there were some comments people said it was a great turnout. It was, a great day. We had a great time. And then, of course, you always got a couple of haters out there who, there should have been more people. It's thinking, okay, were there a lot of people or not? But, there's always some hater on the sideline that's looking for some Debbie Downer who wants to find something negative to say. But I will tell you, the students had a great time. The student athletes had a great time. It was really good seeing Devontae Kincaid on the sideline. He has joined the coaching staff, and I tell you what, Devontae as our quarterback in 2016, 2017, seeing him come back and be a part of Coach Jackson's staff was really, really great. And I saw Mr. B just slipped in that clip of the pivot, having them to broadcast their show. And having Jason Hatcher, former G-man, who was interviewed. It was great seeing. I don't think Jason's been back on campus in 10 years. So of course he played with the Redskins and with the Cowboys, and I took pictures with him. I always look so small standing next to this giant Jason Hatcher, but it was great seeing him. And again, the pivot was there broadcasting, and to see our GSU TV center, our students involved in that live broadcast. And of course, Mr. B and Miss B helping to direct things. it was just a great experience to see them there, and it was quite a crowd that gathered to watch the show, and again just another snapshot of what I believe the fall is going to look like. It's going to be just amazing and incredible. Can't wait for the fall football season.
Absolutely. If this past weekend is any preview of the fall season, fans may want to go ahead and get those season tickets now. Go
Better
ahead
get them
and do what
now.
you have to do to reserve your tailgating spots now, because it was a pretty good turnout. Expect this is one of the largest turnouts for a spring game that I can remember. So a lot of fanfare, a lot of Gremlinites returning back to the OG, and yeah, it was a good time indeed.